going on? Killazilla is back with another Crossout video. There's a new event, a new Battle Pass, and the battle for uranium is still going on. There is a lot going on in the world of Crossout. Let's get into it. Now, I've always said that when I went over events that it's like skill-based or team-based, maybe a little bit of both, but for the most part, it's one or the other. Now, when I say team-based, what I mean is, you know, one really good player will make a little bit of a difference. Like, it helps, but it's not going to be like the deciding factor. You can't just win the game because you have one really good player. You have to play as a team. You have to play the game mode the way the game mode needs to be played. There are some tips and tricks and some things you need to do. And the people who do that are going to be the people who win. Like, that's how it goes, right? Especially with this game mode or this event, right? Now, because, you know, Battle for Uranium, the event, they're both very much similar with the teamwork aspect. It's very difficult for most people to play because communication. When you do teamwork, you need to talk. You need to communicate. You have to formulate a plan. That's how that works. So without communication, it's very hard. Now, we could type, but in the middle of one hand on the mouse, one hand on a SDW and all the other little hotkeys, how am I supposed to type to you a fully formed plan, right? Like, how are you supposed to play and type at the same time? You can't. We need voice chat. That's as simple as that, and that's where I'm getting to. And I'm not going to waste too much time talking about it. It's simple. Give us voice chat. Make it enabled. Make it so I have to go into my settings and enable it, right? Make it so I can mute certain individual people. Whatever. It's very easy to do. Very easy to fix. There should be no problem. I don't know why we don't have it. Give us voice chat. Now, Spring Mayhem is the new event. It's 7 days long. You get a preset blueprint. So you're going to see, it's like the same thing as the Uranium War, right? So Spring Mayhem, a bunch of different rewards. So you can get yourself some legendary boxes if you're in legendary. So the reality of life is this, right? If you're not having a good time in, let's say, Battle for Uranium because maybe you don't have the items, okay? Maybe you just hate mechs. I don't know why. Let's just say you hate Uranium War. You could play this. You could play both. Who knows, right? But it is cool that they are offering this at the same time, because I've said this with every other event. For people who don't have everything, they're newer players, this is a great way for them to practice with certain builds or certain weapons that they don't have. Like, if you don't have it, this is a great, in real game mode, real PvP action, a great time to practice with that weapon and get a feel for it. See if you actually like it or you should really buy it, right? Because the worst thing is saving up to buy something that you're not good with. You know, you might as well practice with it now. So you can get yourself some crates and some boxes and compete in the Spring Mayhem, or you can do the Battle for Uranium, or both. We are going to still have the daily challenges. So Spring Mayhem, first one is complete 2 battles. You're going to get 50 badges. Then you're going to deal 12,000 damage. You're going to get yourself a humanitarian aid crate where you could get 30 uranium if you're lucky. Then you're going to help destroy 10 enemies, which means you just need to put damage on 10 enemies that end up dying. Then you're going to get this awesome paint, which is actually really nice. I do like this paint. I've used it a couple of times. It's called the Pixel Camo. Then you're going to complete 2 more battles. You're going to get 50 more badges, deal 12,000 more damage. You get another humanitarian aid crate where you get 30 more uranium. Then destroy any 250 parts in the Spring Mayhem Brawl. That actually might take a while. Actually, no, it's a long enough battle to where you should do it in one game. So you're going to destroy any 250 parts. You're going to get 2 stabilizers. Then, I'm sorry, you're going to earn 3,000 points. You're going to get this wonderful sticker, which you can actually sell for 200 coins. Whoa! So now we have 3 different bases. Now the idea is to control 2 bases and get the most kills. You need to get kills. That's how you're going to win. So if the enemy team gets a kill, they're going to get a point. You can't win. There is a way where they will get no points. Now I'm going to start off, oh God. Normally I go helicopter, I guess not. Anti-aircraft, armored aircraft. By far the most valuable, okay? Now let's just start off with the most important thing. A lot like the Uranium War, you could potentially play the game and never give the enemy a point at all. A kill, right? So let's say I'm fighting, boom, 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 and I'm getting hit. Now, I'm completely stripped, I'm on fire, I have like 50 health. Now if I get away from the battle, and now no enemy has damaged my vehicle for 10 seconds, I could self-destruct. And when I self-destruct, it will say Killazilla was destroyed. Not that I was killed. I'll be able to die, get a brand new, fully armored car, and the enemy will get no points. That's how you do that. Now, it's hard to get away every single time, right? So that's why the idea would be is to kind of stay with your team, as all team game modes are, be with my team, because then they can kind of keep them busy while I get away and self-destruct, right? But make sure you're safe, because in the middle of self-destructing, if you take one single bullet, that person's going to get that kill. Now, the valuable vehicles to pick. Anti-aircraft? Yes. Aircraft? Yes. I would say the aircraft is most important, because you need to get to the bases. You need to be mobile. We're technically fighting 3 different fights in one shot, plus the little mini battles that are going on around the map, right? So right now we're going to try to control B and what do we have? A, right? So A and B, we want to kind of hold those and then control the middle ground. So this area in between. The enemy will keep spawning over here at C, and then we can just hold them at C, and as they're coming out, or as they're spawning and coming out, we just kill them while they're coming out, right? Now, obviously, whoever controls the most bases will get the most points per kill, and then that's how you get the lead, hold the lead, and then win the game. Now, like I said earlier, there are useless builds. I'm going to tell you right now, okay? But I have seen people do very well with those useless builds. Now, this anti-aircraft thing is just so useful because see the helicopters? The helicopters are by far one of the hardest things to kill. These do the best job at taking them out. Now, you want to kind of dodge their mines. Pay attention to the mines he put down. So we're not going anywhere near that area. He's running away because he knows he's pretty much done up. Say he's on fire. Now, I don't know if he knows to self-destruct. I think he is. No, he's not. He's on fire. Alright, so yeah, we're going to get this kill. But, now we're in a bad spot. Now, I have to get away. I see the map. I'm going to start going towards my team. Now, again, this isn't like my best performance here. I'm trying to explain more than I am actually doing. So now, look. I think I'm safe. Let me start counting. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I feel safe. Now, continually driving might be risky because they could see me from a distance and shoot me, but boom. Alright. Now, they didn't get the point, and it's going to say I was just destroyed. Unfortunately, my team's not doing this, so we're going to lose this game, but see how it says kill for Zilford destroyed? Boom. They didn't get the kill for that. Fully locked. Nice! I love how I hit people with these grenades like this. They're like, dude, you auto aim, bro? Like, nope. Sorry, Morbius. Sorry, Morbius. I didn't know it was you. I didn't. I just realized. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I apologize. Morbius, I'm sorry. Oh. Go, go, go. Ah. Oh, come on, turn. Come on, dude. Oh. Jeez, that took way too long. Oh, come on, Morgs. I don't get the health for that. I was trying to get away and self-destruct. Nice. Yeah, running right into my mines. Perfect. Perfect. Oh, come on, crab. Jesus. It'd be cool if each grenade launcher was on a different trigger, so I could shoot one side and then the other, like when he's on separate sides. You know what I'm talking about? Because I waste the one side's ammo when I'm shooting and not hitting him with a shot.
Surprisingly precise shot.
Oh, Morbius, you bastard! Good fight. Oh, Rim! Rim's coming in hot! Nice. Nice.
One of ours is down.
Nice. Ooh, I was gonna tap the back of his rotor. Let me get that. Oh. I gotta get above him. It's so hard to get above him right now. There it is. Yeah. What's up? What's up?
Just a bastard down. Great job.
Ah!
Our base is under attack.
Damn! Yo, it's like being in a helicopter. You're in the helicopter. It's like, pull up! I'm pushing down on my keyboard so hard. That's exactly what it feels like. Pull up! Nice. Teaming him. Oh, come on. Teammate! Teammate, what are you doing to me? I basically got 2 helicopters on fire, and then I walked away with no kills. What?
This guy messed with the wrong crew.
My teammate got it though. We're winning 21-12. It's fine. But look at me at the bottom of the list with 0 kills. Anybody who just watched what happened, the amount of damage and everything, like, that's insane, dude. Yeah, I'm gonna try not to die the rest of this game. Nice. Disarmed. Pop. See it right there, too. That should have been a kill for me, but nope. There we go. Oh, here we go. I'll take this one, please. Thank you, sir. That's from before. Oh, I did a fake out on him. He didn't fall for it though. He just turned around and ran away. I'm trying to help, buddy. I'm coming. Trying to help. Ah! Yeah. Nice. Nice. Crunched on him. Ooh, I crunched myself. Climb, baby, climb. Right above me. Laser beams! Let's go! Yeah!
The bad guys should. So, everyone heard the siren?
What's my health at? 700? Ah, we'll risk it. Fuck it.
Losing people.
You can see I'm trying not to die. So, ready? And attack. Oh yeah. That's what I'm talking about, baby! Come on, reload. Come on, reload. There we go. Nice. Bingo! Where? Beautiful job. I have a lot of fun in the helicopter, boys. I have a lot of fun in the helicopter. Now, as you see, I just leveled up to silver, so I got the Lest We Forget sticker. Then gold's going to be getting the cold exhaust. This paint, the Flora camo, actually looks really cool. It's a very awesome, like, tan OD green camouflage. And then finally, the soldier duck. It's very easy. Just remember to kind of communicate, maybe like pick your build and then start typing, right? Start talking to your team and deciding what bases you want. You know, you could basically just like type A and C, make sure you self-destruct, don't give them points, and any other little thing you want to communicate. The biggest thing really is don't run off by yourself. At no point in time can you just do what you want unless you're a helicopter. I was able to take on 2, 3, 4 people at once because I have the ability to just get away from them, right? If you're on the land, you don't have that. That's why I would just recommend, you know, max out helicopters, max out anti-aircraft, and then pick something for heat. So maybe the Helicon, maybe the Mastodon. That's up to you. But you know what you're better with. I've seen people do really well with the Scout, those machine guns. It does depend on what you do best with, right? But just remember, you know, like I said, points and doing all this damage means nothing, because if you just drill them and get 99% of their armor off, and they go off and self-destruct, and you don't get the points, what was the point? You know, because you didn't get any points for doing damage. You have to finish the kill. So cap the bases, hold the bases, finish the kill. Then when you get damaged, sneak off, self-destruct, don't give them points. It's pretty easy to do. Especially, you know, if you have people working together, everybody's playing the game mode, you're going to be fine. You're going to have a good time. I did. Really quick, we're going to go over the Booming Business Battle Pass. It is the new Battle Pass. There's some pretty good items in here and some fuses that I think that I want. I'm not exactly sure yet, but I'm pretty sure. Roadwork Ahead sticker. We get some badges, some crates. This paint is actually very, very nice. It's a nice silvery metallic coins. We get the coupons. Spike. Now, the spike is one of the items that are in this Battle Pass. It's not a weapon that I would say that, you know, everybody uses, but it is a lot of fun. It is one of those weapons that, you know, it's not a weapon that everybody's going to have or everyone's going to be good with or really enjoy using. But if you do get good with it, it could be a lot of fun. Then you're going to get some badges, coins. This tailpipe, this chimney pipe is very cool. I like that a lot. More coupons, more gamble boxes, we'll call them, right? Because you could possibly get some uranium, but who knows? Now, the Slepmir track is the other part in this. I like these a lot, especially because they increase the weapon rotation speed. So as a part itself, very, very valuable. Then another flammable liquid sticker, some coins, another paint right here. The yellow mustard gloss, which is a nice yellow to add to my... yellow is one of those like highlight colors I use actually a lot. So I always have to decide what yellow I want. And this is a nice little addition. Another military reserve little gamble box, some coins, some badge. I didn't know I could do that. So you can use the scroller to move over. The spike, the boxes, the coupons, dead ends, badges, coins, Slepners, boxes, coins, progress, badges, lights, fog headlights, love those actually. Then you get the recipe for the Morta. Now the Morta again is another really fun weapon. These items, unfortunately, in this battle pass are like more like niche items. You know, the Slepners, the spike, the Morta, not like everybody's favorite part, you know. It takes a specific type of person, but you can use these items to craft yourself some pretty cool things, which we'll get to. Then you're going to get yourself a cyber duck, some expansion. This steel coating paint is actually really nice, going with the gray steel look yet again. More badges here, more coins, another recipe for the mortar. This one is fused with durability, reload time, and projectile speed. Now, projectile speed, because the mortar is so slow, it's a pretty good one, and reload time is obvious. But you might want negative mass only because it is pretty heavy, right? Coins, you're going to get this detour hologram, some more expansion, more gamble boxes, some more badges. Then you're going to actually get yourself a mortar. Then you're going to get yourself a scout container, which I've been very lucky with. I've gotten 2 legendaries and then an epic in the last 3, which I did record every single one of them. So maybe I'll get that video out soon enough. And then you're going to get 120 coins until the end of time, or until the battle pass is finally over. So then when we go over here to the workbench, we have a narwhal with durability, reload time, and projectile speed. Fantastic. Unless you want negative mass, because these are heavy. Mine are negative mass, so you might want to think about that. Now, the assembler, I don't know why it's not showing it to me. Durability, projectile charge time, and projectile speed. I think this is like the perfect fuse, especially for this one, because getting off the shots faster is definitely a bonus. The MG14 Arbiter. Now, this is the one that I want. I'm thinking about getting 4 of these. Durability, damage, and projectile speed. I don't know. I've always wanted negative spread. Anybody have experience with these, please let me know. I'm thinking they're like the equalizer, right? But I've never owned these, so I don't really know if projectile speed or if they need the spread. Please help me out. The Mandrake Flame Weapon. These I have a lot of experience with. Negative mass, reload time, spread, stability. Not bad. Tighter grouping, more damage. That could be interesting. This is a fuse that I would actually want. I don't know if this is necessarily the best. This is more of a depending on how you play, right? Hammerfall, durability, damage, and rate of fire, or range of fire, I'm sorry. These are great because more distance is better, I think. The Hadron with negative mass, max speed, and power. I will be getting one of these because I have durability and I have mass. Now I want negative mass and power for my hovers. Because when I build a hover, lighter build, a little faster, more power, beautiful. Cohort with negative mass, max speed, and mass limit. This is beautiful right here. The Apollo with negative mass and negative explosion damage. Now I'm going to tell you right now, look at the explosion damage on here. You're pretty much done up. You get hit, you're done up, right? So negative mass is probably the only thing you want because once it pops, it pops. It's not really going to matter. So you want to be lighter, you want to be faster. This is probably something you would put on like a glass cannon, you know? This phone doesn't stop today, baby. Okay, so the Gungar. The Gungar is another weapon that's on my list. Durability, damage, and projectile speed. Yet again, I don't know because I don't have any experience with this weapon. Do I need spread stability or any type of spread enhancement? Now that we do have like the gyro, all those spread stabilizers, maybe not. Maybe projectile speed is the way. So the Gungar and the Arbiter, please guys, let me know your opinion. Should I get these? I don't know. The Miller has the durability, damage, and projectile speed. Fantastic. The Quasar has negative mass, reload time, projectile speed. Fantastic. You could get durability on these. They're not that heavy, but they are pretty heavy. The Mauler with durability and melee. Fantastic. The Whirlwind with negative mass, damage, and projectile speed. These are nice. These are nice on like a faster little hover or like a helicopter with the negative mass, so you can be a little bit faster. Not bad. The RT Anaconda with durability, reload time, range of fire. The Aggressor with durability, max speed, mass limit. The Hummingbird, negative mass and acceleration. The Hardened Track with durability and power penalty reduction. The Chameleon MK2 with durability and active time. These are all obvious, like the ones you want. Then the Morta with durability, reload time, projectile speed. As I said before, this is really heavy, so you might want negative mass, but reload and projectile, very good. The Spike as durability and more impulse and projectile speed. Now my Spike and my Toadfishes, they are fused for more impulse because you're using them for the impulse. Like that's what I want. That's what I made the build for, right? So he wanted more impulse. And then the Sleipnirs have durability and power penalty reduction. This rotation speed buff, it's very big. Like this or the Oppressor, these are items I don't see many people using, but I'm going to tell you right now, having faster rotation speed has saved my life many times. Thank you guys for watching the video. I very much appreciate it. Now, I do have one favor to ask of you. For those who don't know, the Clash of Engineers is like a build-off, right? For those of you who love the art show, very much a similar world. People build something, you all have one part we have to use, and then you get to vote upon which one wins, right? So you build, you vote, and then we see who wins. Right now we're voting, and as you see, you go in, you get 3 different builds, you can test drive it, and then you can vote, or you can pick some other ones, and you get some other ones. Now, I did build one. Mr. Spidey is the build that I built. It's a nest spider, which I thought was like ironic, because it's more like a little creepy crawly wolf spider build. So it's a spider. It's got its little accents and its little details and whatnot, but it's got 3 nests, so it does a lot of damage. If you can get all 3 nests to stick into one target, it's very destructive. Tillion's the co-driver. It's a beautiful build, and it actually is usable too, which is pretty cool. So Mr. Spidey, if you see it, and how you'll know is this like leopard print camouflage on the top. That's probably the easiest way to figure out if it's mine. Let me get a vote. That'd be great. But as always, I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I very much appreciate you watching it, especially up until this point. And if you ever have any comments and questions, just let me know. You know, I get back to you as soon as possible. Other than that, have fun, dude. There's so much going on in Crossout right now that nobody should be bored or have nothing to do, because there's so much being offered and there's so many opportunities to get stuff, right? Uranium War, this is going to give you legendary boxes, epic boxes. Any new player right now, now's your time to get in there and grind. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Deuces.